This week, in the parish of bourses and market structure, TASE Profits Leap as Hong Kong exchanges make an OmniClear Deal. Euronext buys ATHEX and PEX launches on Nasdaq. My name is Patrick L. Young. Welcome to the Bourse Business Weekly Digest. It's the Exchange Invest Weekly Podcast, episode 322. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very brief reduction of highlights amongst the key headlines from the week in market structure. All the analysis of the many events and happenings for the past 7 days can be found in Exchange Invest's daily subscriber newsletter, the unique guide to the Bourse business sent daily to your inbox. More details at exchangeinvest.com. Over in BitCarnage, DeFi pardons are the order of the day. So, CZ's lawyer denies that the Binance co-founder's pardon was pay to play, according to Cointelegraph, amidst a sea of what one might term forfad on the topic of who gained what at the White House from crypto relations with Binance. A very fair point and a hugely relevant one from the DNB boss. Stablecoin panic could upend ECB policy, Dutch central bank governor warns. Not that many are listening, but we continue to shout on the incoherence of the entire misguided stablecoin concept. If you enjoyed this excerpt, you may be interested to know you can read BitCarnage every day in Exchange Invest. Alternatively, if you want to follow BitCarnage, the daily update on happenings in the world of crypto and digital assets, you can find BitCarnage as a standalone on Substack. This week in exchanges, FanDuel and CME Group are unveiling a new prediction markets platform that will launch in December. Euronext received their regulatory approvals from the Hellenic Capital Market Commission to take over ATHEX. At the same point in time, we believe they met their first target on HKEX, acquiring at least 50% plus one share of the business, but with a sizable minority still not giving out on their shares to Euronext. Sports market platform InPlay, they've tied up with Memex ahead of their trading venue launch.
Thanks for listening to Exchange Invest Weekly. We welcome your feedback. You can contact me directly, patrick@derivativesvision.com, with any comments. Meanwhile, if you enjoyed this show, we would welcome you giving us a thumbs up. Or if you have time, a positive review will always be welcome, wherever you find this podcast.
In results, TASE, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, reported spectacular financial statements for Q3 2025, and total revenues up 35%, net profits up 92%, total revenues for the 9 months up 28%, and the net profit for the 9 months of the year so far up 70%. A bull market clearly underpins a profit leap for the Israeli exchange. All the rest of the results were in Exchange Invest Daily, the newsletter no person in the parish of bourses can afford to be without in capital markets. Over in deals, it was also a busy week for deals in the parish. All the details were in Exchange Invest Daily, the newsletter no person can afford to be without in capital markets and market structure. For this podcast, a few highlights. Hong Kong exchanges, they've made a strategic investment in CME OmniClear Holdings to accelerate their development there. The seemingly natural long-term home for CMU OmniClear is surely Hong Kong exchanges, given its product and operational suite and state of the SAR exchange monopoly legislation. This welcome investment is a logical step for the development of the tradable RMB yield curve and more. In startup news, energy exchange Electronex, they've raised a $30 million Series A round, a signed fundraise for the platform, which is powered by Connemara EP3. Meanwhile, if you fancy some financial insights with moving pictures, check out our live stream Tuesdays, 5 o'clock London time, midday New York time. It's the IPO-VID live show. Catch the back episodes on LinkedIn and YouTube at IPO-VID. Now online this week, episode number 192 of IPO-VID, Confessions of a Carbon Hunter with the brilliant Dr. Richard Sander. This is truly a must-read episode, and coming up next week, we're going to have our special guest, Veronica Pfeiffer. Finance book of the week this week is Quantum Finance, Programming with Q#, Plot for Finance by Hayden van der Post, develops into the intersection of finance and quantum computing. In product news this week, Cboe, they're also launching a prediction market within months, they expect, but they will be avoiding sports. Technology news this week, and Nasdaq have celebrated with the Palestine Exchange at the start of its use of trading solutions developed by who else? Nasdaq. ICE, meanwhile, have launched the latest phase of their VAR-based portfolio margining methodology, the ICE Risk Model 2. In career paths, very, very sad news. Monica Singer, the former straight boss, doyen of CSDs turned blockchain evangelist, who was our guest on IPO-VID 94, entitled Straight to the Blockchain. Monica Singer sadly passed away after a long fight with cancer last weekend. Over in Big World, a fascinating statistic I discovered on FOAK. First of a kind, that is, which is apparently the latest startup acronym. For startups entering new markets, first movers are 6 times as likely to fail as fast followers. Whether or not that elegantly surmises PLY's entrepreneurial career to date is open to question. And on that mysterious and magnificent note, thank you for listening to this EIPOT Weekly Podcast number 322. Join us daily via exchangeinvest.com, or if you have any exchange you'd like built, to get in touch. My name is Patrick L. Young, and I wish you a great week in life and markets.
This show relates to the business of bourses. It is not to be construed as investment advice, nor are we making any investment recommendations. Please consult an investment advisor before you make any investments, and for goodness sake, do your due diligence and do not make investments without complying with the regulations in your home state. Exchange Invest cannot be held responsible for any investment decisions made as a result of our program, which is for entertainment purposes only. The material herein is copyright Patrick L. Young at the date of publication, while our music and sound effects are sourced from copyright-free sources. Thanks for listening to Exchange Invest Weekly, the exchange of information.